Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today we're going to do a little more product testing on our brand new Super 88 radiator. We're going to go down and finish mowing a lower pasture, which is where I was when the original radiator blew up. So here we go. I got kind of behind on farm chores, so the other day I finally got the fence line sprayed, and it looks like that's doing a pretty good job. So once we get this pasture mowed, I think we'll be caught up on this kind of stuff. Gotta go through the mud to get there. It doesn't seem to take long for these weeds to grow up, so we're gonna mow and get it back to the way it should be. And I see the cows are in here, so they'll probably be in our way, but that's fine. I guess another interesting thing to note is that if it rains really hard and the water comes out, this is all a big lake, so this spends some time underwater in the spring, so that contributes to why it's not the greatest pasture in the world. But hey, they come out here and eat, so it's fine. a second. Well, the camera shut off again from heat, but we got this done. So I think I'm gonna let it grow for a week or so and then go around and maybe spot spray some of the woody stuff that was growing in it, like the rose bushes, and there's some wild blackberries and locust trees that seem to want to sprout out here. So I'll go back and do that, and then maybe in another couple weeks I'll mow it again. I also managed, it's been dry enough that I could get into this swampy area and mow down some of those big bushes or whatever they are. So that's nice. It was starting to get soft back there, so I had to give it up, but I made a pretty good dent in that, so it's good. We can reclaim some of the overgrown stuff that was basically useless. Years ago we had hogs in here and they would keep it cleaned out, but ever since we got rid of them, it started to grow up in all kinds of stuff. Well, we might as well continue our super video here and go ahead and change the engine oil on this Super 77 diesel. We're gonna try this flavor, Rotella T130 instead of 1540. Sometimes continuous grade oil works better in something that uses oil than multi-grade oil. And I also have a little bit of the Magician's Helper. We'll try some of that, and we can't hurt it. All we can do is improve it, because what's in there now needs to be changed. So we'll get draining and get at it. I'm fairly certain that this is 1 1/8", but I could be wrong. Never know. Probably would help if I lean down to see what I'm doing. That'll work. Can we get it without me getting on the ground? Maybe. Let's try it this way. Come on. There we go. I know I've changed oil in this at least twice in its lifetime since I've had it, but it doesn't really do anything. So now the trick is I do have to get on the ground to see what I'm doing. And it would be a good idea to have a funnel. Do you think I'm going to do that though? Well, if it's on the pickup I will. If not, we're just going like it is. It was on the pickup. Now, will it fit under here with the funnel? It doesn't matter if we make a mess. Oh, that's lovely. Boy, that oil's kind of thin. Come on. Almost. Yeah, that oil is broken down quite a bit. I don't think it's putting diesel fuel in the oil because it's not overly full. So if it did put some in, it wasn't a lot. But it's probably burning oil too, so who knows. Well, we'll let that drip and we will work on the filters. It's raining again today. That's good. So this is a good thing to be doing. All right. So on the diesels, since the filters are sideways, they are supposed to be clamped. This tractor was missing that, so I made these. But basically, it's a setup about like this. And so we got to take these clamps off first, and then we can change the filters. I'm hoping that I can just take one side loose. Oh, I can't though, I guess, because I don't know if I can loosen it enough to... Sometimes shortcuts aren't really shortcuts, so just take it off. No point in trying to save a step. Come on. I think that this didn't have anything. I think I had to make these rods too. I don't remember. And you may be thinking you don't really need those, but to me, with the vibration of a diesel, I think it'd probably be a good idea so your filter doesn't unscrew itself. These filters are not threaded like modern filters, you know. They're just very coarse threaded, large diameter of the base, you know. And last time I did it was 2014, so that's probably good. And we get it without taking more sheet metal off. We should have done this before we put the sheet metal on. But it's good practice to take the sheet metal on and off all the time. So, don't know why that one is so much more difficult than... Well, that one we might do what I said earlier and cheat it out of there. I'll get it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll use the meat wrench to get them loose. And that long tube, how did I get this out of here? But I have to take the sheet metal off. Or at the very least, I have to make a mess. Which is fine, we're good at that. There we go. Yep, make a mess. That works. And lose your rag, that's good. Can't find that back. Just dandy. Okay. Come on. This one I might have to get the actual oil filter wrench for. Yeah. Okay, come on. There we go. Come on. There's so much stuff in the way on these diesels, even just to get this off. Now, there we go. Old number, CarQuest, was 85,700. The Napa number is 1,700. They're both Wix filters. I will get the new ones. Napa Gold, 1,700. It probably would make sense to put the back one on first, because that's the one that will cause us no grief. There we go. Should we give it a little turn? Probably not, but we're going to. That one's on, and it's fairly clean. That one on. it's not going to mate up and have the labels on the same side. It's close though. That's kind of almost an ADD thing. Let's do that. Let's turn it a little bit so they're impossible to get off the next time. That's what we want. Okay. Now, get this on again. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. I have to find a clean rag and wipe that all off. And the frame that I spilled a bunch of oil on. Is this somewhat clean? Somewhat. And now it's not. There we go. I think that'll do. Now we'll put the drain plug in and then put our oil in. Come on. Lordy, I have loved some ladies. I have loved you, baby. Come on, old drain plug. Ah, let's round you off. Okay. Well, now would be a real good time to walk away and forget, since we didn't put any oil back in yet. But I think we'll go ahead and finish it up. We'll pour in some oil and then some of the magic stuff and then probably more oil. And can't hardly get my fat fingers in there. All right. Should be good enough to fly. Oh, look at that. She's thick. Here we go. Look at that. Magic. Magic engine overhaul in a bottle. Let's give it some, double action. It's like pouring maple syrup. We're going to give it the adult dose of the entire bottle. Quite honestly, it should probably have like 5 quarts of this and 2 quarts of oil. I actually better make sure how much this tractor holds. I don't remember. Kind of. Right now we are just in the working range. So we'll give it the rest of this quart, or bottle, not quart, gallon. That's the word I'm looking for. 4 quarts here plus 1 quart of magic is 5 quarts. So that might be all it takes. Let's see. What have we got? We have got right on the working range top line, I believe. So we are in the realm. We'll start it up, and then if we have to add a little more, that'll be it. In theory though, this should make the oil pressure shoot right up. But we'll find out. And I can tell you right now, it won't start without laughing gas. So I'm gonna have to find some of that good stuff. Supposed to service your air cleaner when you do your engine oil, but do we need to? Maybe. Maybe not. Still looks clean. Alright. Let's see what you got, baby. Well, nothing. Here we go. Is through the roof. That's good too. I think we got something here that cut down the smoking to a much more manageable level. So, like I've said before, this thing was a pulling tractor in its former life, so it's got, I don't know what exactly's been done to it, but I think that contributes to its rough idle. I know I've heard sometimes on these old diesels, if you use the oversized pistons, you can't get them to run quite right, and I'm wondering if that's what is in there. But I've never tore it apart yet, and I'm not going to until it absolutely won't run anymore at all, because I got plenty of other stuff that needs to be fixed first. But I think we're going to call this a win. Oil pressure is excellent. I mean, at an idle, it's still all the way in the far end of the work range, so I like that. Probably should have turned the alternator on and let it charge the battery a little bit. Well, I think we're going to call that the end of this video. So, as always, if you enjoy the videos, give them a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.